All right, so I had to change that up. Now we're back to being publicly listed. Want people to find the stream. Kill some rats right quick. And for some reason I'm not getting sound. Let me really want to play with no sound. Let me kill these rats and I'll look at that. Getting sound on my stream with my audio, my mic audio, but let's take a look real quick. That would be why. It might be a little loud. Gonna turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so finish that quest. That's going to give us the travel lay from fast travel for this area. And then we're going to run over and talk to this guy and continue on with the storyline quest. For those of you who have not watched any of my videos before, anybody else's videos, yellow icon is main storyline. You definitely don't want to be skipping those. And then blues, while optional, a lot of the blues, especially in this first zone, are for fast travel, so you probably want to do those side quests as well as you are leveling up. And you know what? No reason for me to run through all these guys. We got to get some experience here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be saving all my action points probably to put in Righteous. The shield. I really want to boost this guy's hit points up to a really high level, and then I want to see how good that shield does. I mean, if you look, you know, that shield was on the whole time, and you can get it down to a 60-second cooldown with let me get some water here. 60-second cooldown with a 30-second time that it stays on. So, whoops. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty tanky. So that is what I'm going to go for this time and see how that works. I didn't quite make it on my heal spec. And what I really want to see is how tanky is he and how much damage can we do. So I probably will, let me see what the name of the skills are. I always forget. So I'll probably be putting a lot of points in Bulwark of Sigmar to boost that damage as well, and I may try and just do that all the way up. So get that. I don't think I can get both to level 6. I have to do the math on that. So this is just a collection quest. You would think by now I'd know exactly where they were, but memory's not always that great. Let's get this on. Oh, and you know what? I probably should hotbar my heals as well. Definitely a slow killer. You know, when you compare it to the Archmage, I mean, everybody kills slow compared to the Archmage, but if you also compare it to I don't need to go down there. Um, if you also compare it to the Slayer, he kills pretty fast. And the only difference between me and somebody going for DPS right now is I'm using the one-handed hammer, not the two-handed hammer, so it's not that much of a difference. Duck in there real quick. And we continue on the control path, or patrol path rather. Yeah, might as well kill as we go. These guys are my same level, so you get max spirit experience if the guys are your level or above. So try your best to stay out of killing too many guys that are below you. Yeah, once I kill this guy, I think I need to hotbar my my heals real quick, my potions. So we're gonna do assign. This one we're gonna put on the second page, and I'm also gonna do this twice. Nope. Because eventually I won't have them on that hotbar. Alright, so now we've got our heals, we've got our 1 damage skill, and our righteous shield. I think I have stat points to put in too, but I'll just wait and I'll do that when I get to level 4. So here I gotta kill some rebel rousers, 5 of them. Oh, that guy's not actually there. That happens sometimes, a little laggy. Especially when there's a lot of people running around killing, which there is right now. I do have to run down this way anyway and talk to the boatmaster guy here. This is another fast travel, so you definitely want to get this. Before you get too far away from him. Yeah, this is never any fun when you got people fighting over mobs with you. I mean, there's people just camping out here. Here's one. You can see how slow I'm still killing even though I got that level 3 weapon right off the bat, and that's why as soon as you get 7 silver, you know, you want to go get that weapon. It'll be a little while before you get something better than that. In fact, my Archmage at 15 is still using most of, besides the weapon, using most of the level 3 gear. So we'll finish this collect quest real quick. Alright, so you finish that one. Animations are so slow, the weapon animations. Kind of get used to it, but when you start to play a class like a Slayer or anybody else that dual wields, you start to realize how slow some of these other classes' animations are, like the Warrior Priest. They could definitely beef this up by maybe 20%. Just to make it not feel like it's just so slow. And I think that's a pretty easy thing to do. You got the animation done. It's just about changing the time that it takes to complete it. Just speeding it up a little bit. Just makes the game not feel as sluggish. Just looking, so let's see, I've been streaming for 12 minutes. Be interesting to see where I'm at at the hour mark. With the Slayer, I was at level 12 at the 1 hour mark by just skipping quests and I just kept pushing on, fighting mobs at my level all the way through. Never got a fast travel until the end. And about an hour in, I was level 12. Oops, I guess I don't need to talk to that guy. Tricked me into coming up there. Alright, so we will go and turn those 2 quests in. And then keep pressing on, but of course, kill on the way, because why not? No reason to just run past experience. Alright, so that got us the Groundberg docks, fast travel. And then we go ahead and we keep pushing forward through the city, doing our patrol quest. Talk to this lady, do an escort. Got another level there. We're just going to keep pressing on. Actually, might as well take a second. So, stats wise, basically going to be maxing out weapon and wounds, which gives me health. I'm not going to mess with accuracy right now. or initiative for evade. During the actual game, when you get to higher levels, initiative probably is going to be important for a tank, but I really want to at least be able to level and find a balance between being able to tank some of these name bosses in the soft launch. And again, I am going to focus everything I have on this shield. So I've reduced the cooldown by 10 seconds, and I've added an extra 5% health. 2 more levels, I'll reduce the cooldown by 20 seconds. Then add another 10% to the shield, and then level 6. So I do some quick adding here. So it's 3. This one will be 4, I think. I think I'm getting beat on. Two stars at once. Not really taking a ton of damage, so this is pretty good. It's not too bad, I guess. Just gonna fight my way through. Probably eventually have to throw a heal pot on. And again, that's why I want that shield to get... oh. Now this is the problem with the warrior priest. I mean, you can see I could get stuck here. Like, I could get stuck here fighting the same things over and over and over again because he kills so slow. See that? So I gotta come over here, get out of range. Yeah, I'm just okay. Now I got 3 on me, and I've lost my mouse. There it is. Oh, heal pot and mana pot. Come back to do some damage. Later on, they get. I'm gonna be going for, I think it's called sweeping blow, and I'd be hitting all of these guys at once, which would be handy. But he's taking a. I'm gonna die because it won't fire. No, that is the worst. Clicking on that pot like my life depends on it, because it did, and the game says, screw you, I am not going to listen, and I don't want you to pot. But yeah, I mean, that's just, it is super slow killing. Now I could be killing a little bit faster if I'd put some points in the damage skill there, but I do want to make sure I have enough to get that shield completely maxed. Just want to see how that works. Level 6. I'll have to look back at some videos and see how some of the other classes are getting hit at this point. I feel like I lose hit points just as fast as they do, even though I'm supposed to be a tank, but it may not make much of a difference until a little bit later on. They, of course, take a lot less damage because they're killing stuff probably 3 times faster. And it might be something where a lot of people would play the warrior priest. As they level, they would play it more for DPS. And then respec. I imagine respec's going to be a thing in the game on launch. That shield is definitely nice, though. Just sometimes it wears off before it even gets through all the hit points, which it's about to do. And that's why I want that cooldown. Get it down to 30-second recast would be really nice. So half the time you've got a shield on. You can see how fast I'm going through pots. When I give the Slayer and the Archmage pots, they stayed about even between what they were using and what they were getting from killing. I'm down 15 already just at level 6. Get those shoulders, but I don't think they're better than ones I bought. I'll check when I next look at inventory. And I guess I gotta go back this way. Kill that guy there. It shouldn't be an issue, but let's see. Always can heal. Use a pot. If I didn't have pots, I probably would have waited for my righteous shield to be up. Alright, so where do we have to go from here is the question. Gotta go back. Which I'm never a fan of. Never a fan of having to backtrack. But that's the way they designed it, so that's what we're gonna do. Oops. I think I already did that quest. Some quests are repeatable. I don't know why. They don't give great experience or great money. I don't know why anybody would really want to repeat them. Maybe they give faction, but faction doesn't seem to do anything right now. As far as any of us knows. 7 there. So I think we just have to press on north again. Yep, and I didn't get a fast travel up there, right? Nope, so I've got to hike it all the way back up north now. So let's spend our action points maybe and our stats. So again, we're going to max out weapon. I'm going to max out wounds. I'm just going to stick with that and leave those other points. And I think with 3, so let's see, 4 and then 5, so I'm going to need 9 more. Yeah, I know you can, maybe it's not, maybe it's 4 and 4, because I know you can get to level 6, because I did that with my Slayer on one of the skills. Just duck in here, see if actually I don't think I've ever been in this area. I thought for a second this is where Nasher was, the level 4 dog, but it's not. Houndmaster Vikings. Have I fought that guy? Uh-oh. About to see how hard he hits. Well, I'm taking the hits pretty good, but barely doing any damage. I just want to look where that is in the map so I can kill that guy later. I don't remember killing him before. It might be one of the rings that I'm, so he's right around that area. That definitely seems buggy. So if I think my hit points was down, I shielded and then I potted, and it's looking like I've got all that shield. I don't know if I actually have that much shield or if it's just a bug. Sometimes this guy will have upgrades, but not normally if you've already got out. That's not my stuff. Let's go to Warrior Priest. +1. Nah. I do want to sell though. Probably take a minute and do the fast travel for this area. Tend to go back and forth a little bit with some of these early quests, so it's always good to get the fast travels. Saves you a lot of time with the slow run speed of the game. So this is a pretty easy kill quest, except I'm going to have some competition here, and no way can I out DPS this guy. Oh, I just noticed they have the lock there. So with the lock on the mob, you can tell if you have locked it or not, or if it's the other guy. And I'm certainly not going to outlock a mage. This is where things can be a bit frustrating when there's all this competition and you're just kind of running around wasting your time. I think this has got to be the last one of these. Yep. So we'll turn that in. So that unlocks our fast travel there. It also gives me another quest to go and kill some people. If I can remember how to get out of here. Go this way first. Well, there was a miss. You don't see too many misses. Guess that's where accuracy comes in. Imagine at later levels you'll start to see more misses. sneak by her. Kill this guy. Said it before in my other videos. If you ever see somebody fighting somebody here and there's nobody there, it's because they're fighting this guy here. Finglas. Karen Finglas. He's just a quest mob, and if you don't have the quest, you can't even see him. So we're just gonna fast travel back. And head out this way for the other 2 kills. Kind of a jerk move here, I'll be honest. Using that guy's clearing to come in and snake this guy. Probably not too thrilled with me, but we're streaming, so we gotta keep it moving. I might just do it again. Look at that. You grab that guy. We're grabbing him. He might lock, though. He locked, so he did it to me. Fair play. Fair play there. He's a slayer. I know one thing. I'm not going to stand in the middle there, because those things will just keep respawning. So we'll just go about our business, leveling while they get theirs, and then we'll go in strategically, get ours. There's a nice level up. Let's see if we can get this guy pulled back. Nice. And our shield on. And that's why you got to pull back. I mean, everything spawns so fast. When you're slow to kill, like, oh, we don't need to go get him. And we can just oh, better get to a safe spot before I try and fast travel. All right, and let's try and fast travel before something else gets on us. I'm back here. So let's see, we're level 8 now. Been streaming for 40 minutes, so combination of warrior priest and doing all the quests. It's definitely pretty slow, but we still got another 20 minutes, so it'll be interesting to see how far we can get. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back on the patrol. Got some stat points to do, but I'll just wait maybe one more level. And this is actually the priest gear shop. So here we may be able, that's an upgrade, but I'm not level 11 yet. All circlets? What kind of nonsense is that? Refresh. This is a new refresh, and it's all circlets. That seems ridiculous. I want to check something. There's a quick transaction here of a lot of quests at this point where you're just talking to people. I want to see, so 20%. I want to see how much of this gives experience. And you talk to this guy. See, none of this is actually giving experience, I don't think. It's just quick. Oh, actually, some of it is. So let's just take a quick peek. So that gave me 6% just going through those motions. And you get a peek at the sewers at this point. Huge zone. Like maybe 5% of it is unlocked at this point, but very big zone. Said on another video, I mean, my only concern is that it ends up being the same level as what's above the city or what's above the sewers, and then it's too much content, to be honest, because you're going to level right past it by following the storyline that you have to follow. So you see that a lot in these games where they've got at the low levels too many zones and people just fly right by and they never even experience that content. Looks like I may have crashed again, unfortunately. Give it another 30 seconds, but typically if it takes this long and it's just spinning, that is never good. Yep, so we are going to quickly restart. Oh, I don't know what that is. All right, we're back. So had a small pause there when we zoned into the sewers. Game didn't lock up; it just was spinning. So we're back now. We are about 46 minutes or so into playing the priest. He's level 8. We are following the quest lines. We are also doing all the travel, fast travels as we come across those areas. Probably have to add another 10 minutes or so because I did uh, start at the vendor after I'd gotten to level 3. So we're just in the sewers, as I was saying before I crashed. I might as well help this guy. He's got it locked. Finish it up for him. And then we'll just wait for it to respawn. Sewers is a huge zone, but as you can see, they've got gates down everywhere. No mobs back there. And he already respawned. Let's shield up. Yeah, it just dawns on me that I have not learned probably some of the new skills that I could have since I leveled. So let me do that once I'm out of the sewers. I think new skills unlock at level 8 maybe. Overburden. Thought I just sold, but maybe not. They gave me too many weapons. One thing here, if you try and fast travel out of the sewers, it costs you 15 silver, not the 25 copper. So I don't know why that is, but definitely run yourself out of the sewers. Do not fast travel at the early levels because that is an expensive fast travel. Tunnel is secured. So like I said, now you've got to run all the way back out. You can't fast travel, which kind of stinks. And that may be a thing. Maybe the sewers are considered like a dungeon. Maybe all dungeons will be like that. Um, you got to pay more to get out of them. And final turn. Oh, yes. And hopefully we don't crash. Anytime I zone, I'm always worried about potentially crashing. And just getting the spinning death wheel. Normally, if it's pausing like that, you're good, but if it just starts spinning, you are probably out of luck. Alright, so we didn't crash, so that's good. Turn in this quest line, work on the fast travel for this area. Now, if you haven't played the game, things will take you a little bit longer if you're going to read all the quests, which they have a pretty good storyline. So, at least the first time through, I would recommend it. I always forget where this guy is, which side he's on. And it's not good. Oh, this is. I think I go back to the sewers. Is that what I do? Yeah. You go back to the sewers because there's a shortcut to one of the other areas of the city. And unfortunately, I'm still overburdened because I forgot to sell, which means I run slower. Welcome. See, I got a couple of viewers. You don't get a lot of viewers on these streams. I mean, it may just be because it's kind of the same content over and over again. Might just not be a lot of different players. But if you are new to the stream, welcome. I am looking at the chat. So if you have anything to say, I believe I turned the chat on. Go ahead and comment. And hit that subscribe button for me. I'm looking to get to that 1,000 viewers, which seems like an eternity away. I am at 74 subscribers right now. And I really only just started live streaming. That's true, Witchblade. I'm sure a lot of people are at work. Luckily for me, I take vacation every year, second half of December, and I'm off until the new year. So I'm hoping that the devs release more content by then. Otherwise, at least one thing I'll probably be doing before then is making sure I level each class to 15. And again, this is the second time I'm going to a warrior priest. Still thinking it's going to be my class long term, but if they don't do any balancing, I may be doing an archmage first, leveling that up to max, and then using the resources that guy gathered to then level up a warrior priest after that. Maybe even dual boxing and helping them power level. But by having enough gold, even just having that starter gold of 1 gold to buy all the stuff you need is huge. And then if you can throw a legendary weapon on there, or even a purple, I don't know if they're calling those epics, it could really make all the difference in the speed of leveling, especially with a slow leveling class like the warrior priest. Or maybe I'll decide to. I may roll another one of these warrior priests and go DPS. Now that I know a lot more about how the abilities work and whatnot, see if I have anything in this small area to do before I fast travel back. I don't remember why there's a head to the granary. I think there's a fast travel over here maybe. I don't remember. Let's kill these 2 thugs. Warrior Priest is definitely not as exciting to play as some of the other DPS classes, but it'll be important eventually. It seems to be the main tanking class. Oh, that's right. This takes you to the wasteland. I forgot about that. Shouldn't have any problems getting groups as long as there's not a ton of people playing tank. And hopefully they don't make it too hard or too expensive to swap between tank and DPS. Or hopefully long term there's a good balance between tank and DPS. Some games like Celtic Heroes, if you're a true tank, it could take you 10 times if not longer to kill something than somebody else. you know, nothing's going to kill you typically, but it takes forever for you to kill anything, as we're finding already with this guy. Alright, so go to these quests. Torn between the warrior priest and the witch hunter. I'm usually a tank. Yeah, lots of people would do. If you're a true tank, for sure, you can definitely go hybrid, which is what I did on my alt warrior. But of course, I probably wouldn't have been able to take any real bosses besides some EDL stuff. The witch hunter, that's probably what I'm gonna level next. I haven't leveled the witch hunter yet, but I wanted to make sure I got some more experience with. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm kind of off quest here. More experience with the skills for the warrior priest. I was really hoping the heal path was a little bit better. At least early on, I was not impressed with the healing path. Heals were very weak. And honestly, the interface for playing a healer, I'm not sure how good that's going to be. It can be hard to target people. So we'll see. I mean, I haven't understood yet why they don't take more from Celtic heroes. Because, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff they could be taken from Celtic heroes, interface-wise. It's their game. It's not like they're going to get sued for stealing anything. Apologize if you guys hear my dog barking. I don't know if somebody's here. My kids will come down and tell me. Might have to take a little break. I see my equipment starting to break. Let me take a look here to see if I have anything that I can upgrade. So that's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. So that's max. That's maxed. Yeah, so here I do have to pick these. This was at level 6. So enemies in front. This is the path. Penchant strike. Probably not pronouncing that right. I went with on my other priest, and I didn't like it. I ended up really not using it. It uses a ton of mana, and really not that great on damage. So the fact that this is, I think, going to hit multiple people, that's the one we're going with. And then level 9, I can unlock this, but I'm not going to be spending any points in it. I'm hoping that they end up with equipment and weapons and jewelry that adds ability points, because otherwise doesn't seem like you're going to be able to max very many of these abilities, and that just seems a shame. Because at least without at least some ability to max a bunch of different skills, people are always going to gravitate to a really cookie cutter build. And one more guy to survive. It's So at least the weapons that were damaged I got to replace, so I don't have to actually repair them. Weapons definitely take more. Now that's another thing with a warrior priest or really any melee class compared to the archmage. The archmage is going to be a real cheap class to level because one, if you're playing it right, you shouldn't be getting hit. You've got two skills. You got a root, and then you've got a ridiculous stun if that's the path you take, and I don't know why you wouldn't take that path. No reason to go for a heal path if you never get hit. I was taking out some of the 3 stars that were my level or even lower, and you can watch my other video for that. That basically were never touching me, and so I'm not taking any damage to my armor. A lot of times my weapon would break. What am I missing here? Head to the granary? No. Oh, I gotta go kill this guy first. So what was I saying about the archmage? So yeah, they're going to be cheaper. They're a lot of times they don't need heal potions, and certainly not as many. As I said, I had given my archmage 20, and I don't know that I ever went below that 20 as I was leveling. I was getting them as fast as I needed them. That witch hunter just came flying in and locked that mob. So. Oh, I forgot to learn that other skill. No, I learned it, but I didn't hot swap it. So let's do that while we wait. Abilities, learn action. Oh, I didn't even realize I leveled. So, and we're gonna assign this. That new one we got, that's just an extra armor, 5% armor. Definitely would be an important skill later on for a tank, but probably not something I will increase right now. Do want to see how this sweeping blow, let's take a look. I'm gonna see how it works. Aggro all these guys. They gotta be in front of me. Well, that was pretty good. That was what I would probably do is switch guys. Long cooldown though. See, not a fan of the huge long cooldown. Fights are so fast. Like I only got to really use it once because that other guy was down to one guy. So good little extra thing to hit and get some aggro as long as other people aren't on the ads. But if they are on the ads, then one swing every 60 seconds definitely isn't going to keep aggro. Just realized I never got the fast travel for the main square. You definitely don't want to do that. Not sure how I missed that, but at some point I'm going to have to come back here and run all the way back and get that fast travel. But we're not going to do that now. We're going to fast travel to here and try to keep moving. We are hour and 6 minutes now. Level 9. As I said before, my Slayer, 1 hour in, I was level 12, and that was with skipping all the quests, though. So I did have to backtrack. Actually, I'm still backtracking. And one thing I actually noticed is when you backtrack with the quests, it's real slow leveling. I don't know if the quests are giving less experience or they're just it's less experience relative to my level. Of course, I'm not getting any experience for any guys I kill. So it's probably not the recommended, at least early on, way to level as far as being efficient. The one thing I would say about it, though, is, when new servers are launched, everybody's going to be going through the same stuff. So it could be a faster way if you wanted to just keep charging forward all the way through the city, keep killing new and new mobs or higher and higher level mobs, get out of the city, and then at some point, after a few days, you go back and you start to do some of the quests. But I don't know, because you may not be able to get out of the city without doing the quest, because the very last quest is to go visit a guy at the gate at the end of the city. So it would be interesting to see if they actually lock it down to where you have to do the storyline quest, which they should, to be honest. I mean, as much as, at least with your first character, let people enjoy the content. And just like not including autoplay, sometimes you literally have to force people. And it is kind of for their own good at the end of the day. I need to turn off that head to the granary. I'll go do that eventually, but it is the one disadvantage of doing the quest. You can see now I'm running through areas where stuff is below my level, so I'm not optimizing. I'm not optimizing what I'm getting as far as level goes. Nothing. Gotta sell some stuff here. Yeah, I don't need that food. I didn't actually sell it all. Sometimes things can be hard to click on when you're selling. I find that clicking up here in the upper left hand corner of that item seems to be the easiest thing. And when you're selling, if you hold down on that arrow, it'll count up real quick. Or you can punch in a number, or you can click it a couple times. So a couple different ways to do it. Normally you're going to want to keep that food, but since I gave myself potions, I'm not going to be using the food. Oh, that looks like an upgrade, so we're going to keep that. Yeah, so like here, I'm clicking down here and nothing's happening. I got to click on that upper corner there. All right, so we're pretty clear. Not burdened anymore. I think we had a breastplate. Shop is currently closed. Clicked on the wrong thing. Probably going to wrap up, I think, when I get to level 10. I'm going to go see what the kiddos are doing. I think they might be watching me streams. They do like to do that. Just take a look at how much experience we need to level 10. 43%. That shouldn't take too long. See, I mean, all this stuff, I got to do these quests, and all this stuff is below my level, you know, so to me, they should balance that better. If somebody's going to go through, and it's not like I stopped and just killed stuff to level at all. I mean, I really was following the quest line, and you know, you just end up fighting stuff that's below your level, and it's just not efficient. Maybe they'll actually increase the experience needed per level. This might be the area where health potions start to drop. So I haven't had any drop before this, and I did just see one. So hopefully those start to even out what I'm using and what I had. There's another miss. Again, you don't get too many misses, but the fact that I am missing some tells me that accuracy may end up being important for DPS classes. Gather the swords. That's the one I want to track. It'd be nice if you could track a couple at the same time. I'm trying to remember. I am terrible at remembering where these ring bosses are. I'm just gonna go this way because I can go this way to get where I need to go anyway. Yeah, we're gonna come back. I think there's a ring boss up there, but I don't remember. almost didn't turn this in, which is the fast travel. So you definitely got to make sure you remember to turn in those fast travels, lest you want to run back. Alright, just looking for level 10. Choose my path. What did I hit? Man, my autos are just so bad. Pretty sure my Archmage was doing 100 plus on autos at this point, and I have been putting all points maxed in weapons. So not real sure how they figure that's balanced, but there's my level 10. We'll just complete these quests. Well, I believe there's a ring boss in there, but looks like it's pretty heavily camped. So we're going to probably use fast travel and get out of here. Just going to follow this path here and head up to the next spot, and then we can always go back with fast travel and turn in. That's right, I gotta go up here, get the herbs from the porch. Oh, two guys on me. Oh, let's do that, let's do this. Yeah, it would be a really nice skill if it wasn't such a long cooldown. 60 seconds is just a really long time. What time is it? 3:20. All right, probably need to wrap this up. I see there's a couple more people on. If you can hit that subscribe button for me. Gonna keep streaming through the soft launch, trying every class. I've got some other videos on other classes. Gonna start trying to do some videos that are more focused rather than just live play. Um, if I have time, I'm going to do once I get through all the classes, take some of the footage I've recorded from each class and then kind of do a deep dive of what I think of every class. But then I'm also going to be streaming and making videos once the game launches, as long as I continue to play it. I need to stop fighting. I'm not fighting anything. This happens sometimes. Sometimes I'll go into a screen and then come out and it'll be done fighting. And still says I'm fighting. Yet I'm not. Well, so what we're going to do is probably end it here. Let me go in. I did get level 10. I'll pick up where I left off. Again, from a timing standpoint, I felt like I stayed on target. I don't think I had maybe one crash, but an hour and 24 minutes. Add 10 minutes for the part that I skipped on the stream for just getting to the vendor. Um, so an hour and 40 minutes to get to level 10, where with a Slayer I got to level 12 in an hour. I didn't time anybody else. I guess I could look at the videos. Ah, that's why I really messed this up. So where's the actual increases physical damage? Oh yeah, physical damage dealt. Okay, yeah. See, what I don't know is if our skills, like the warrior priest skill, is that magical damage or physical damage? If it's magical damage, then um, upping focus would potentially help with DPS on both. Um, I'm not sure about that, but let's go down. We have 4 AP, so I can go another 10% here. And then I'm going to get one for every level coming up to 15, which will give me my 30-second cooldown there, which will get that down to a 60-second cooldown with 30 seconds. And my shield is going to be 40% of my max health, which it already is. So, Order of the Silver Hammer. Warrior Priest initiated in the Order of the Silver Hammer are found at the forefront of battle, their faith and strength of arms acting as Sigmar's bulwark against the force of darkness. They practice prayers and defensive blessings. And then this is the heal one over here. So we're going to view details there. We're going to confirm that. So we've got that. That unlocks at level 12. So I never really looked at this too much. So Shield of the Faith stuns the target, which is always good. But again, it's a 60-second cooldown. So compared to the Archmage, so this is the tank, right? 5-second stun, 60-second cooldown. Archmage gets something like, it's like a 10-second stun with like a 16-second cooldown on top of a root. Makes no sense. Radiant Blast. I have heard good things about Stoicism, and I'm not sure if it's bugged, but it's almost like they say that it heals you as well. Increases maximum health by 2%, but feel like they said it was bugged. Like you keep using it and it almost acts like a heal because it's giving you more of your maximum hit points. But oh, this guy's finally unbugged. Alright, well, that's it for now. I haven't used any of these things, so let's do a quick wave. And I'll be back, probably level this guy later tonight. Might have some presents to wrap with the wife since it is Christmas Eve. But I will be back. I'm off for the rest of the year until the 4th. And so everybody have a good holiday. And